Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm freelancer Madhvi and currently I'm going to discuss about the financial statement. There is a shortcut. See in the front screen of Business Central, and here you can check the financial statement. Again, I'm repeating the thing. Under the reports, you can check the financial statement, and financial statement containing balance sheet, income statement, statement of cash flows, and statement of retained earnings. So first I'm going to open balance sheet. And the balance sheet means you can say this is your most important financial statement, and you can check all the assets, liabilities as on date. So you need to provide the as on date filter here. You need to assign the as on date filter if you are using your balance sheet for the standard year and the and so you can provide your date from the starting to ending date. It means you can start from the, if you are using calendar year, if your year localization is other than India, so maximum countries using January. You start from January to December. So you can start from January to December year. That is India. In India, we are using financial year, which is start from April and end with the next year, March. So it means the period length is 1 year, and the total number of period is total number of periods is equal to you can say 12. Period range and the total number of months. So we can club it out, and we are showing this statement for 12 months equal to 1 year. So and my 1 month length is equal to 30 days. So for the 365 days, for the 1 year, for the 12 months, we are using a financial statement as balance sheet. And in the balance sheet, your horizontal or vertical kind of look out you or you can say format based on your Companies Act 2013 for Indian localization, and you can check what your statement should start with liabilities and with assets. We can grouping. We can provide grouping based on the scheduling. So we can divide it into the different schedules. So we can use account schedules format, account schedules functionality to distribute this schedules kind of thing in a multiple schedules by using account schedules. And we can create only one balance sheet and one profit and loss statement, which is called in short PL. We can generate a net profit and loss from the income statement and transfer it to retained earning in the balance sheet. So we can create in the same page, or we can create in a different report with the help of this report section. This is inbuilt in BC, and in the older version of Navision, you can check the account schedule, and you can design your balance sheet and PL in the same page, and you can define your formulas. And after defining your profit and loss generation formula, you can say just income over expenses and expenses over income, net profit or loss. You can generate this formula and also pull it this value into the balance sheet for the net profit for the year. So that is the Navision part. But in BC, this is an inbuilt functionality. You can generate with the inbuilt provided layout, and if you are using trial balance, the list of all ledgers, summary of all ledgers. Trial balance is also a kind of balance sheet and PL combination part. So we can provide a date. I'm going to provide a calendar year. So if I'm going to use for the last year, it means I'm using DDMMYY format, date, month and year. So my date, the 31st 12 and 21, this is the 12 months period, and which 1 month divided into one month length. So I'm not using any kind of budget. We can provide budget. Budget basically works for the estimated values. If you want to provide estimated amount to match with your actuals, and you want to show your differences as variance, you can use budget. So we can compare my budget report with actual chart of account ledgers. So I'm not going to use cost budget also. We can provide the dimension information. We can provide the customer dimension information, cost center. You can say profit center, cost object for the costing reports, cash flow filter. This is the second financial statement relations. So now show row number, print alternating shading, and this is the formatting style. I am not going to activate it. So I'm just check with the preview. I'm just going to show you the layout. See, as I said, we can generate horizontal or vertical. In the BC system provided us the vertical layout, which is start from assets, then liabilities, then equities. So if you want to change this layout, with your kind of defined balance sheet, if you want to start with liabilities, if you want to start with liabilities in which long-term assets come first, then equities, then short-term assets, you can generate, or either liabilities start with directly with equities and shareholders fund, then long-term assets, and then short-term assets. So you can also generate this kind of layout, because control in your hand. If you want to use account schedule, and you want to define account schedule based on your requirement, based on your formula, based on your audited balance sheet layout, this will be a vertical layout. You can generate in the shape of a tree lookup. You can say starting from the liabilities to finish with the asset side. And assets start with firstly start with the fixed assets, then at the current assets, and you can say total assets. The total assets is equal to fixed asset plus current assets, and in between you can define your investments also after the fixed assets and before the current assets group. So you can check, you can grouping, you can provide heading to your reports. So either use this predefined report in the vertical format, or you can generate your own using account schedule. This is depending on your choice. So you can download it, you can save it. And next I'm going to generate the profit and loss statement, PL. Now BC systems specialty, this is providing inbuilt financial statement. If I don't have the knowledge to create account schedule reports, we can use this inbuilt feature. We can use this inbuilt reports. So now income statement, same, you need to provide. I'm again using my calendar year, or I can provide my financial. But if my company is following accounting year based on calendar year, I need to provide the calendar year, not the financial year. So this is just for your information. You can use based on your defined accounting period. what you are using continuously, what your financial based on last year. So depending on your data, you become depending on your data history. See, income statement, period, company name. You can check we can maximize this report. So we can maximize income statement, and starting from income, and based on the defined formula, this is coming income, and then the income product sale, the total income, cost of goods sold, materials, the costing expenses part, total cost of goods sold. Next, gross profit. And if your income is exceeded from the expenses, this will become the reason of profit, and in the vice versa case, this will become the reason of if your expenses is greater than your income, you can check your cash into some investing activities in expenses. So net of our income in cash, and minus our total expenses in cash minus total expenses in cash. So the net flow, the working capital, we can say we can say this is net of cash flows. Either we can generate surplus, or we can generate deficiency in cash. So if we are investing in cash so much money, and we are receiving from our we are less receiving from incomes, so cash should be in negatives, with negative sign, and it means we have less cash. So if we are generating more income in cash and less investment in cash, we generate more surplus in cash. So this is the purpose of cash flow. I'm not going to show cash flow. You can check in your BC system, and view a financial statement that shows how changes in balance sheet accounts and income affects the company's cash holdings. Displays for operating, investing, and financing activities respectively. As I said earlier, operating means regular income expenses related activities, your regular activities, your regular workflows, and investing if you are investing in funds for the long terms, and the financial activities, your financial transactions. Next, the total of these three activities net of cash, either in surplus or deficiency. Next, statement of retained earnings. I am also not going to show this statement. You can check in your BC. View a report that shows your company's changes in retained earnings for a specified period by reconciling the beginning and ending retained earnings for the period using information such as net income from the other financial statement. See, overall, the thing is, if you want to check the short descriptions, you can just move your cursor in the topic, in the heading, and system will show you the information related with the thing in the short description. And this is related with the retained earnings. Retained earnings means we are going to reinvest our net income into our next you can say in our next periodic profit. So we can say we are investing our net incomes in our reserve in next operating for the next operating activity, retained earnings, reinvestment of the earnings with the reserve or for the next year profits. You can say generation, or you can say you can say in the short term, this is for the net profit for the year, and we can use in our for the reserve purpose, for the reinvesting purpose, for the company benefits. So this will come into our balance sheet part under the liabilities head, and you can put it this retained earnings into the equities and shareholding funds group, and or you can generate after the equities and shareholding groups separate from the reserve groups. Separate from the shareholdings group. You can generate a new group which is called reserve and surplus, and you can generate your last year profits, net income, this equal to retained earnings for the period. For that period we are using this profit. This means a retained earning income. So we can use this all reports we can generate. You can check it out, and we can just check. This is same. You can define the date, the starting and ending date, and same for the this is also, and this is for the cash flows. I'm trying to generate it for the short purpose, and I'm going to provide here my accounting period. See, normal. This is very normal. This is very obvious. This is based on the simple accounting standard. Operating activities, investing activities, financial activities, and the net cash flow is a formula which is generated from the operating activities, some of operating activities, investing, and financial activities. If we have receiving minus 10 in operating activities, plus 10 in from investing activities, it means 0. And next, plus 20 from financial activity, it means we have the plus 20 in net income. So you can check. You can check your formula, your values, net income increase for the period, cash at beginning for the period for the next. So you can check this report also. And now the last one. As I said, I will not generate, but for the first time user, for the fresher, I'm trying to generate it also, because this will help for the I'm creating videos for the helping freshers, not for the experienced person. So 3/21. Again, I'm using my calendar year. So sorry. This is not the calendar year. Calendar year. Now this is the calendar year. Now click on preview. We can preview. See, very short formula. You can define your own. And if you click one times, the tray will gone. The sign increase and decrease tray layout will gone with this functionality. If you are click one times from the your mouse pointer, and see the retained earning reports period starting from January to December, fiscal year date, description, retained earnings period start, net income, dividends, retained earnings period end. So this is based on formula. If you want to check your formula, you can just go to the account schedule page. I'm just typing here the account schedule. This will help you. See, account schedule. Yeah, this is the formula generation page. See, M balance sheet, my cash, M stand for I don't know. I think it's my cash flow, income, retained earnings. These are my financial statement. We can check. Like I'm going to check only the balance sheet. What formula we are using. So we can, I am going to click on the process. See, if I will click on the overview, this will also show that report layout. But I don't want to show the report layout because we have already seen that report. I just want to check the formula. No, I don't want to see. I just want to check the formula, but no formula is there. Next, one more time, the balance sheet. Okay, I will check edit column layout, not column layout. This is for designing column. If you want to assign column for the last year, for the current year, and for the next year. So you can also provide a formula for your column, what kind of data will show in your column. And if you want to take a control in your rows, you can define your account schedules and you can define your formula in rows. So the account schedule may be automatically updated in the system. You don't change it? No. So see, I'm going to maximize this. See, this is the tabular straight line sign, and to insert two different GL account number, two dot sign. This is the to and from combination. This is used for to and from combination. Last number is this, and from this number to this number. So you can generate your formula and see formula. If you want to assign formula, totaling type should be always formula. And if you want to check with your posting ledgers, totaling type always be a posting account. So this is so easy, and row type is most important thing. This first we start with the row number. Based on this row number, you can define your formula. See, row number you can check with the formula, because this row number plus with this, plus with this, plus with this, and minus with this. This is the formula, and this will take your input from the row number. So you can define your formula. This is the first thing, row number, serial number, you can say. Description, it means your layout. You want to check with your standard account, standard terms as balance sheet stated. This is the group of assets, and we are going to start with the assets, next with the fixed assets, next with the current assets group, and in the main groups we will use subgroups, sub ledgers. So you can use group as heading, main group, then subgroup, and then sub ledgers, and you can define your formula. So you can check this inbuilt functionality, provide you the inbuilt training to check row number, description, totaling type. What is the reason? What is the meaning of totaling type? What is the meaning of totaling? Totaling type means if I want to assign a formula, I need to provide the information what kind of ledger should total here. So next, and no need to provide here the ledger number. Here you need to assign the row number, simple 1 2 3 4, and you want to use your own defined row number in the totaling. But in the totaling you need to provide the GL number which was assigned in the chart of account. So this is these are the GL account numbers which are assigned in a chart of account. So next, row type. See what are the types: net change, balance at date, beginning balance. If I want to provide a information that this is my opening stock, and when I'm going to check this report and provide the date information, just like I have provided the information starting and ending date. So if you have assigned here beginning balance, system will provide your opening stock balance. And if you want to assign a new next line ledger and closing stock balance, you need to assign here balance at date. Balance at date means closing balance as on date for the balance sheet purpose, and beginning balance, it means this is the opening balance based on your starting date. So all have the meaningful information. Net change means you can say debit and you can say net of debit minus credit, or you can say the for the period changes, for the income over expenses changes, for the period changes, for the income statement based information. So net change, you can say the balance of net of values, and balance at date as on values. So you can provide this kind of information. And next is net amount. See, debit minus credit, net amount. Next, you can set here net amount or debit or credit based on your requirement. Show opposite sign. If system will provide you a minus sign means credit, and you don't want to show the credit values in your report, you can assign opposite sign. So your minus sign save in your format only, not this will show in your report. This will hide in your report that this will give you a minus sign. So use opposite sign based on your requirement, right? Not I'm not going to change any inbuilt functionality or inbuilt or a standard concept of accounting. This is just based on requirement. Next, show. If you want to hide this this row, you need to assign a simple thing. If you want to show, yes. If you don't want to show, click on no. Just like I don't want to show my formula. I don't want to show my formula column. So we can enable it no. If there is 2 and 3 formula rows, and I don't want to show the third one or fourth one formula rows, so we can provide information that I'm not going to show this row, and put here the information as input is equal to no. So positive, negative balance, if any column not 0, you can check all the values. And you can format your styles, text styles, like I want to check this assets row with bold, then italic, then I want to insert a underline to separate, to give a separate look to this heading. Underline, if you want to check all the things with new page, so you can use this all the things. And firstly you need to provide a name in the account schedule, then we can reach here. And this is the combination of column and row layout. So we need to provide column wise information, as I already stated that we can generate multiple columns, last year balances, current year balances, and next year upcoming balances also, based on formula. In the column designing layout, we can also get this kind of layout. So we need to define the formula, beginning balance, ending balance, also this kind of information available there. And after assigning all the thing, you can for the layout indentation, click on indent. So this will indent left to right, group wise, group, then subgroups, then under subledgers, left to right, this will align. And you can take a printout. If you want to edit column layout, we can directly reach from there. And overview, if you click on the overview, this will generate row report kind of layout. So column layout, this is also we will design. And see, as I stated, column, we can provide information of column number, column header, because this is balance sheet. You can clearly stated here balance, column type, and balance sheet always be as on date. So it should be based on balance at date, not based on net change. So next, if I want to check with beginning balance column, we can assign year to date, Y to date, you can say rest of the fiscal year, entire fiscal year, subsidiary, and you can define your own formula. Entries, if I'm going to show here just some of entries values, we can assign entries. If I want to show the estimated values which is provided in the budget entries with comparison the chart of account, using trial balance or simple chart of accounts, you can use budget entries. Amount type, based on your requirement, budget name if you want to assign budget, otherwise leave it blank. Formula, show up order sign, same, we can design multiple columns based on our requirement. So if you have some kind of question on this, please raise your query question through my YouTube channel. You can insert a comment in my shared videos, or you can raise your queries through sending me a mail. I can answer you with some examples also. So for the current session, I'm closing this session. Thank you for watching.